Thank you, everybody, for coming out here today. My name is Todd Hurley, and I am the president and CEO of the St. Paul Port Authority. And before I get started, because with all of the people here, there are going to be a lot of people to thank and celebrate with, and that's why we're here today. But before I get started, I do want to just do a special shout out to the St. Paul Port Authority team. Many of, if not all, are here today. So if you could just raise your hand, Port Authority team members, so people can see you. Thanks, guys. These guys have worked hard, numerous hours, numerous days, numerous meetings to get to this point today, and I can't thank them enough for all the hard work. So thank you, Port Authority team. So today marks a very, very big day for the Heights. It doesn't look like much today, but just wait. This is going to be a great development. This all started for us back in 2019 when the then private Hillcrest Golf Course closed, and the St. Paul Port Authority stepped in to buy the golf course with a vision of creating economic vitality for St. Paul's Eastside. That vision included unlocking the potential to create quality jobs and affordable quality housing up on this site. And today marks the day where we get to begin that project. One of the keys to getting here today is partnerships. And when you look around and you see all of the people here, every person that is out here, I asked for sun but not wind, Mayor. It is the partnership. So if you look around, I could individually, and our team could individually thank everybody here. But what I think we'll do, I would just like to thank everybody in groups of how we've gotten here today. So partnerships with the city and the county and the community that helped create the master plan that will provide the framework to deliver 1,000 living wage jobs, 1,000 quality affordable housing units, and several acres of beautiful and active and passive park space. For that, I would love to thank the St. Paul Port Authority Board. I know that a few people from the board are here. John Marshall, Matt Slavin, Don Mullen, and John Bennett. The St. Paul City Council has been nothing but a great partner as we move forward. I do know that Council Member Jane Prince is here somewhere. I think I saw her. Hi, Jane. Thank you. And, of course, Council Member Nelsie Yang, who we'll be able to hear from in just a minute. The city staff. The city staff has been instrumental in getting us here today. I know a few of the departments are here. I know PED is here, Nicole Goodman and her team. Thank you, Nicole. I know the St. Paul Finance team is here with John McCarthy and his team. I know St. Paul Public Works is here. I don't think Sean Kershaw made it here, but I know several members of his team are here. What city department did I miss? Oh, Parks Department. Parks! I knew Parks. I did that on purpose, Parks. And DSI is here. And again, all of those city departments got us here today, and there's a lot more work left to do, so they'll be involved from now till the finish. Ramsey County Commissioners and Ramsey County staff. Commissioner Mai Chong-Jong has been an instrumental partner in this. I know that the Ramsey County Commissioners are having their Tuesday 9 o'clock meeting, so they couldn't make it. But also a special thanks to the Ramsey County staff and Carrie Collins and her team for helping us to get here today and into the future. The community, District 2, led by Lisa Tice. Lisa, I know you're here. Lisa, thank you so much for all of your leadership and help in all of the community outreach that's happened today to get here. And the St. Paul Chamber, B. Kyle and her team, thank you again for the support we've had from the St. Paul Chamber. Our partners at the state of Minnesota. The state of Minnesota stepped up in a big way for us this year. We actually may not be here at this groundbreaking, but for the assistance of the state of Minnesota and our funding partners at the state. A special thanks to Governor Walz for including us in the bonding bill. Special thanks to the St. Paul delegation. An extremely big special thanks to our senators, Senator Sandy Pappas and Senator Fong He. Senator Pappas sends her regards. She is traveling for the month and sends her gratitude and thanks. She was a great help and sponsor in the bill. And Senator Fong He, who we'll hear from shortly. And our state representatives, Representative Liz Lee, who is here, and also Representative Jay Zhang, our House sponsors at the state. again, helping us move an $11 million bill through to help fund the public infrastructure on this site. I would be remiss to not thank the laborers, the labor group, the building trades that are out here. Matter of fact, I look and they're all around here, and I'm afraid if I didn't thank them, they'd be up here. So thank you guys. I will tell you that labor has been a tremendous partner in getting us here today. If things started getting a little confusing or scary or whatnot, Senator Pappas or Representative Lee would call and say, hey, you might want to have a couple phone calls made, and 1 or 2 phone calls to my friends in labor, and things were back on track up at the state. So thank you, labor. I know labor is here, ready to celebrate, but also ready to work on building this beautiful community. Again, the people coming onto the site, thank you to our partnerships with our housing developers. A few months ago, we announced our housing developers, and they're here today. Special thanks to Sherman & Associates, J.O. Companies, and Habitat for Humanity, who are going to be instrumental in the delivery of the 1,000 quality affordable housing units on the site. I know Chris Sherman is here from Sherman Associates. I don't know, is Johnny Opara here? Johnny? Hey, Johnny, thank you, Johnny. We're going to have a great project. And then Chris Coleman from Habitat for Humanity. Thank you, Chris. This is going to be a great project. Our private sector partners who are going to begin vertical construction out here, we are represented by our lead light industrial tenant, XL Energy, who was announced a couple weeks ago at our board meeting. We have our board member, John Marshall, here again. I mentioned him. But we also are graced with the presence of Excel's Executive Vice President, Brett Carter. Brett, thank you. Thank you for the partnership. And if there's anybody else I missed, again, looking around, I'm sure I missed a few people, but it's just a great day to be here. And now we get to bring it to the Dream Team to have a few remarks about what's going to happen on the site and what they see happening. So with that, I will introduce one of our great partners and the leader of our city, Mayor Melvin Carter.
Good morning. Good morning. This is amazing. If anyone wasn't individually thanked by Todd already, can you just wave your hand? I'm just kidding. No, but it makes sense. As we were pulling up into the parking lot, we were remarking on what a healthy turnout this is. But it makes sense when you didn't do something by yourself. It makes sense when a team of folks create something for a team of folks to show up together to celebrate that thing. I sometimes jokingly complain about the fact that when I moved into the mayor's office, I never could find the magic wand in there. Because one of the things that I've learned really quickly as mayor is you don't get to just say abracadabra and have amazing things happen in a community. It requires good partners. And this is really incredible to have such an enormous partnership with all the partners that Todd has already mentioned. I do want to specifically ask for the city employees in the room, or in the parking lot, I guess, to just wave your hand so that we can clap for you. All the city employees, would you wave your hand? Obviously, I did all of the hard work. You don't have to laugh when I say, no, our city employees do incredible work for us. They just day in and day out, making sure all the details, all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, making sure that all the partners and all the stuff that we have to do from the city's perspective is done. So I appreciate all of you all of the different teams who have had to be active and engaged and involved in different parts of this. Certainly the county employees as well. Wave your hands if you're a county employee, please. I know we got some county folks here. And we have some city emeritus folks. Todd is one of them. Chris Coleman was already mentioned, but you used to work for the city too, right? No? Okay. I was told I got to check my talking points. Look, I tell people all the time, a common mistake is thinking that a city is a group of streets and buildings and stuff, concretes and bricks. But that's not true. A city is a group of people. A city is a family of people, and cities are the entities that we create to just think through how we take care of each other in community. And so to have this space that has served our community for a long time as a golf course, to be able to reimagine it and say this space can continue to serve our community, it can serve our community even better through 1,000 homes. 1,000 homes for people in our community. Affordable spaces that families can live, that families can, that the parents can raise their children. 1,000 new jobs for our community so that families can be able to find employment right there in their neighborhood. That's really important. And as we look across this space, this view is going to change a lot in the next couple of years. And we have some incredible partners in Sherman. We certainly have an incredible partner in Johnny, an incredible partner in Habitat who are going to help us make sure that this view changes fast. But when we look out over this space and we do our next ribbon cutting or our groundbreaking in phases, or I imagine we'll be out here for celebrations along the way, what's really important isn't just the buildings that are going up. What's really important isn't just the infrastructure that we'll be able to put in thanks to the partnership from the state. What's really important is the way families, the way businesses in our community, the way entrepreneurs, the way parents, the way children are going to be able to enjoy this space, the Heights. This space, the Heights, that's not just a name, it's a vision. Because this is our highest space. And this is our highest space in the city. And we're saying this is the space where people can come in our city to reach great heights. This is the space where businesses can come in our city to reach great heights. And we're going to do it together. Thank you. I really appreciate the partnership from all of the partners. Councilmember, you've been an incredible partner. Representative and Senator, you just championed our efforts here at the Capitol for us this year. Did a lot of things at the Capitol, including this, and we really appreciate this. But let me tell you this. This is the final thing I'll say. I'll get out of your way. This, moving forward, is going to have to continue to be that kind of partnership. The partnership, the team spirit that got us to this day is the team spirit that's going to push us to that next space. It's the team spirit that's going to make this vision turn into reality for us. It's the team spirit that's truly going to deliver for St. Paul, for Minnesota, the Heights. So thank you for being here, and I'll look forward to seeing you again. Take care.
Our next speaker is Ward 6 Council Member Nelsie Yang. Nelsie has been a huge champion of this project coming to today, and you can bet that she will be here into the future helping us deliver on our jobs and our housing and our park space and all of the amenities that this neighborhood will bring. So go ahead, Nelsie.
All right, well, good morning, everyone. I am so thrilled to be here as we officially kick off development at the Heights. As Todd and our mayor was speaking, I was just really soaking in the morning, and we hear birds chirping, we're being sun-kissed, it's a beautiful morning, and I really feel like on this special milestone, we are truly being greeted by nature itself. I want to say thank you to all of you for being here with us and for getting us to this wonderful point in the Heights. As both a resident and city council member representing this neighborhood, I know firsthand how impactful the influx of affordable housing options and sustainable employment opportunities will be. In addition to that, there are so many other priorities that our community has named is important to them. So safe, dignified, high quality housing, also green space for families and young children to be able to play, art and murals to be plastered and incorporated all throughout the Heights, living wages. And as I think about what all of that means, it's about prosperity. It is about growth for families here in the Eastside, who many of you know are working class families. They are families who are immigrants, refugees. They will be here for many, many generations to come. And we are the ones who are making it possible for the Heights to be here and to invest in a community that will be here for generations and generations. And I am so proud about that. I am also so proud about how our community has been at the table with us, because we know that with community members at the table, it is truly going to be a development that is for them and by them. I want to officially welcome Excel, Sherman Associates, JO Companies, and Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity to the neighborhood. I look forward to collaborating with all of you to develop community connections that will help all those who live and work at the Heights. Thanks so much, everyone.
So I would say about a year ago, or just over a year ago, we had the fortunate opportunity of meeting then candidate Liz Lee up on the site. And when we had the opportunity to share the vision on what we thought the potential of this site could be for the community, and now Representative Lee, who got on board and as our sponsor, and in 1 year was able to take it from start to finish and get us through the bonding bill. So a great help to getting us here. I'd like to introduce District 67A Representative Liz Lee.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm a little short, so I'm going to step to the side of the podium. It's such a joy to see all of you guys here. I'm going to start my remarks by just sharing that I actually grew up just a couple blocks south of here, and so I'm incredibly proud and full of joy to share this morning with you as we do this groundbreaking with Todd. I also want to thank Todd and his team for their vision and for driving this project to the very end, right? I want to say I had the distinct honor of being the sponsor of this bill, but as you'll hear, this project has been many, many years in the making, and so I'm just really grateful that I was in the right place at the right time. As Todd alluded to earlier, it was a whole team effort. We don't have Chair Sandy Pappas here, but she is part of the reason why we were funded at such a high level. I'm proud to share that we worked together to get $11 million for this project. And so that's some of the little inside baseball, but this is why it's so important to have good relationships and have good co-governing partners like the city and with the county, and also, making sure that our delegation, stays, making sure we have the majority in the Capitol, and making sure that we get our priorities funded. Again, as someone who grew up here, this is an unprecedented investment that we haven't seen for a very long time. Also, if you're paying attention, our borders on the east side shrink because more people have moved into our community and our neighborhood. And so I'm just really pleased to see that we are responding to the community, and we're making sure that we're meeting the needs of St. Paulites and all the people who will be using this area in the future. And so as someone who grew up here, I'm so pleased to see the change in the last 4 years, even though, I've been here for like 20 plus, 30 plus years. So thank you to the team here, and really grateful for the partnerships from our labor groups, from our business partners, and also from Excel Energy and other folks.
Our final speaker is a very dear friend to myself and to the St. Paul Port Authority and to this neighborhood. Senator Fong He has been with us since the start. 3 years of working in the bonding bill. Senator He has been our sponsor, has been our champion, along with Senator Sandy Pappas. And we would not be here breaking ground today without the leadership of our senator. Senator Fong He, of District 67, the microphone is yours.
Well, I also want to echo a appreciation or thank you to Chair Sandy Pappas. Sorry she couldn't be here, but she's been here many, many times, more than I, who represented the Eastside St. Paul. I absent a few tour, but she's been here every single time when there's a tour of this, the location, Hillcrest Golf Course, and soon to be the Heights. I want to welcome all of you to the Eastside St. Paul, and welcome to your home. I know Eastside has been home for many of you, and perhaps Eastside will be home for many of you to come. There's an old phrase, an American old phrase that the fog of war. I don't meant war itself, but I'm so glad that I see people behind the scene, which is all of you. At the Capitol, we tend to see only lobbyists, and today I see more than lobbyists. So I see, now the fog is clear. I see who's who behind the scene. And this morning, as I drank my coffee and drank my water, I saw my father sitting on the couch. I said, Dad, want to come over to one of the projects I work on? So here, cleared up. I brought my dad too. The fog is gone. My dad is here. I live in St. Paul for nearly 35 years, and I see things comes and go, things that go up and down, and things that come and stay and make Eastside St. Paul, or St. Paul itself, stronger, and make our state of Minnesota greater. And I have good memory here, even at the Hillcrest here. I dine here before, I play here, and I know the workers that, are part of the local Teamster that represent the Hillcrest golf course here. And the downtime was when I ran for office and served starting 2013. That was the downtime of the Hillcrest golf course. We couldn't find solution then, but I'm glad that Port Authority stepped in, because within that time, when you look at the news, you hear vandalism of the Hillcrest golf course. You hear closing, you hear dispute between different stakeholders, shareholder. But today is a better day. And thank you for leadership of Todd Hurley in 2019, bring everybody together and allow me to be part of the solution. And this is why we are here today, to celebrate the solution. 1,000 jobs and more, and 1,000 housing unit. It could be my unit here soon to be. It could be for me and my father too, as we enjoy our later part of our life together here in the Eastside. So thank you for being here. Great day is yet to come. We're going to shove small dirt here, but soon we'll rise the height. Thank you.